Mario Kart Double Dash. Some people will argue this is the best game in the series. While I enjoy it, I wouldn't go that far. Although, I will say, is there even a bad track in this game? This game is filled to the brim with fun and creative tracks, and honestly, there's not a bad one. So, that made this list very hard to put together. In this video, I'm going to be ranking all 16 tracks in Mario Kart Double Dash. So, are you ready? Because we're about to dive into this. That was a bad intro. Okay, let's just get into it. Yes, everyone, Sherbert Land is at number 16. I don't think anyone's gonna fight me on this. Look, this track is pretty good, it's pretty well designed and all, but the ice physics ruin everything. If there weren't the ice physics, the track might be actually ranked well on this list. Wow, we're already at the part of the list where I start to like the tracks. Baby Park is awesome, don't get me wrong, but compared to the rest of the tracks, it is basic. I mean, it is just an oval. But the one thing I love about it is how crazy it is. Items are everywhere because the track is so small, and Bowser shells fly everywhere. This is the best variation of Baby Park just because of the items. And honestly, I love this track. Playing this track is just a lot of fun, and I don't know why. There's just something about it that me and a lot of other people like. Luigi Circuit. What more do you want? I mean, it's okay. It's pretty basic, but that's expected for the first track in the game. It's alright. I mean, there's a chain chomp, and you can see it in the distance if you pay attention. You can see Luigi's Mansion, and you can hit people with items because you drive down the track a certain way. It's okay, but it's nothing revolutionary. I mean, are any of the tracks really that? Never mind. It's just okay. It's just okay. And then next up, we have Mario Circuit. Is anyone surprised? Look, these two could be interchanged, but I think Mario Circuit's a bit better. I mean, it just has a better kind of layout. The obstacles are a bit more challenging. It's more appealing to look at. It's just better. Mario Circuit's probably better, I think. In my opinion, it is. But it could be interchanged with Luigi Circuit. I mean, it's still pretty basic, not great. Although Mario Circuit and Luigi Circuit tracks are never really anything too special in any of the Mario Kart games, so my standards are pretty low for these two. This track's okay. I've never been a huge fan of desert levels or desert tracks in any of the Mario games, because I don't know why, they're just unappealing to me and a little boring, and this track is exactly that, unappealing and a little boring. It's really just a couple of, kind of very little obstacles, I guess. There's a tornado, but that's fairly easy to avoid, a couple of pokies that are fairly easy to avoid, and a big ditch that you just drive around. I don't know, this track's just not really that great to me. It's just okay. Peach Beach. This one's pretty good. It's got a couple of Mario Sunshine references, mostly the Cataquacks, or at least that's what I think they're called. I mean, they are pretty annoying, but I mean, they add to the track, I guess. And this one's alright. We're getting to the part of the list where the tracks kind of start to pick up in terms of quality. I mean, like I said, I like all of them, but I mean, I like some more than others, of course. Yeah, this track's alright. I like this track, it's pretty good. I've always liked this one. I kind of like how there are a few shortcuts you can take, some pretty interesting obstacles, and I've always liked the idea of driving around on a cruise ship, specifically in Mario Kart, of course. And yeah, this track just works, it's good. I like this track too. I like the kind of mix between kind of jungle and cave and dinosaurs and all that stuff. This track throws quite a bit at you, and it's pretty cool. You kind of start off in a jungle area, then you kind of see dinosaur feet, then you drive over a bridge into a cave, there are geysers everywhere, then you see the dinosaur's head, and then you see a bunch of geysers again, and you repeat the track. It's a lot of fun. I really like this track. This track is so long they had to make it 2 laps. and I kind of like that. I kind of like just kind of having the feel of driving around what feels like forever in Wario Coliseum. Feels like the road just never ends, and when you finally do a lap, it just feels like you've been driving forever. But I like that. It doesn't do it in a way where you're just like wanting the track to end. It does it in a way where you're kind of excited about driving on the track because it throws a lot at you. The main part of this track I like is that one section where you can take the long way and go around the big hole in the middle of the track, or you can take a shortcut that's basically just death. I've always gone for the shortcut, and I've never once actually been able to make it to the other side. But that's okay. I like this track, it's pretty good. Gotta have at least one of these tracks. Mushroom Bridge is what I like to call a highway track. If you've seen my playthrough of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 1 of the Booster Course Pass, by the way, Nintendo, you can release Wave 2 anytime now, you'll know that I like to call the tracks with a bunch of cars highway tracks. I mean, that's not what they're officially called, and they probably don't have an official name, but that's what I like to call them. And Mushroom Bridge is Mario Kart Double Dash's highway track for me. This track is pretty good, but a lot of the time it's just driving around with cars. So, yeah. But there are bomb cars, there's that one shortcut you can take, and it's pretty cool. Oh, I wasn't talking about that one bridge one, I was talking about the one where there's grass. I think you know what I'm talking about. But let's talk about the bridge for a second. Let's see here. If you want to be a bad censor demonetization word, you can drive above the bridge. Not above, but basically on the kind of like the things that go on the side. If you played the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that way is a lot shorter. But if you can pull it off, just do it because you'll look like the coolest person on planet Earth. And it's, yeah, just do it if you can. But if you can't, then that's probably for the best because it is a lot slower to do so. But this track is a lot of fun. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say Mushroom Bridge was this game's highway track? I forgot this game had two. Mushroom City is like Mushroom Bridge, but this time on steroids. It's basically just really crazy. There are a few different ways you can take, and it really feels like you're driving in a city. It's cool. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. Waluigi Stadium. It's no surprise I like this track. I like anything that has Waluigi's name on it. Anyways, this track is good. It pairs well with Double Dash's touchy controls. I don't know why, I just find they go well together. I like going off ramps, I like the piranha plants, I like the dirt. I like just this track in general. It's a lot of fun, and it's just good, okay? I don't know what I like about it. And, yeah, okay, fine, I do like it because it's Waluigi, and I like to support my boy Waluigi. But it's good, okay? I like this track. I like this track mostly because of how creative it is and not necessarily because of how the track actually plays. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love how the track plays, but the main thing I take away is how creative it is. In case you've never looked at the mini-map while playing this track, you might not know, but it's in the shape of a Yoshi. And I kind of like that. And you might think, well, that might not work. You might think that just won't go well. I mean, the turns will be weird and all that. Well, I'm about to surprise you. It works flawlessly. This just works, and because it works, I like that. Nintendo actually took the time to sit down and make this track work while making it as creative as possible. I also like all the secret shortcuts, even though I never use any of them because I'm bad at this game. And it's a good track, okay? Yoshi Circuit is really good. I've said it before, this is an amazing Bowser's Castle. You start off by driving into the castle, I know, big surprise, and they're kind of the thwomps. I forgot the name of them for a second, I'm a big idiot. And then you drive through more castle, then there's like a spinny thing with fire bars, and then, you know, there's like that one section where there's like the kind of lava beneath you and you need to kind of make some jumps. And then there's that big part with the big Bowser statue, and you can either take a shortcut, which I've never attempted before because I always forget it exists, or you can take the long way and go around. and you know there's fireballs being spewed at you from the Bowser statue, and then there are like lava geysers and stuff. It's cool. Or I might be thinking of a different Mario Kart. I don't know. And then yeah, it's good. It's good. I like this Bowser's Castle. It's really good. I like it. It's kind of like the blueprint for making a really good Bowser's Castle, I find, because, you know, it's like, it's pretty cool and hectic, but it's not over the top. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Rainbow Road. I don't know why I said it like that. It's your standard Rainbow Road right here. It's pretty good. It's very easy to fall off of this one. And there are a lot of speed boosts. Red shells don't really work here. And you know, there's that one section at the end where you get blasted up into the sky. This Rainbow Road's always been cool. And if you look down, you can see Mushroom City. The one thing I haven't really been mentioning much in this video is how some of the tracks are kind of connected. Like, for example, in Yoshi Circuit, you can see Daisy Cruiser off in the distance. Obviously, there are multiple examples of this, but that's just the first one that came to mind. I mean, I don't want to mention all of them because I probably don't know about all of them, so I don't want to seem like an idiot, but that's basically the best way I can describe it. Yeah, you can see Mushroom City. It's really cool. And, you know, Rainbow Road. It's just Rainbow Road, okay? You gotta love it. But, while it was our choice choosing between this and number 1 on the list, but I think number 1 is just a little bit better than Rainbow Road. My brother's gonna be happy about this pick. In case you can't tell, he really likes DK Mountain. And I do too. It's a fantastic track, and it's hard to kind of beat it. You start by driving up DK Mountain, and then you go through Cannon. Then there's kind of like this rocky section where you drive down and there are a bunch of bumps on the road, which pairs well with Double Dash's touchy controls. Then you drive down this grassy section where there are boulders falling down and you gotta avoid them. You also gotta avoid falling off because it's easy to fall off at this section if you're not careful. And me, being bad at this game, whenever I start to drift at this section, I immediately fall off. When will I learn my lesson? Anyways, then there's this bridge. Now, I'd say whenever we play this game, everyone in my family, everyone except my brother falls off this bridge. Well, my sister can stay on it too. But basically, me, my dad, and my mom, we all fall off. However, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never said this to anyone in my family, but I fall off on purpose. Now, here's why. It's actually a shortcut if you fall off. And I probably shouldn't be saying this because this was kind of how I tried my best to get ahead, because I never do well in this game. I'd always come third usually. Anyways, yeah, I'd usually get beaten by my brother and sister, but yeah. I usually come third in this game, and this was kind of, I usually see this as my chance to get ahead. It's not a big shortcut, mind you. I mean, if you have a couple mushrooms or something, or a good item, I wouldn't recommend doing this shortcut, because you'll lose those items, and if you had, like, a mushroom, it probably wouldn't be a shortcut. You'd just be wasting time. But sometimes it's a good idea to do so, because it can be kind of a shortcut. And I regret saying this because now if they're watching this video, they know about my secret. But doesn't matter, because I'm going to keep doing it anyways. So yeah, DK Mountain, great track. So that's it. Double Dash, fantastic game, fantastic controls most of the time, and obviously fantastic tracks. I had a lot of fun making this list, even though it's kind of hard to make. But I think it's fairly agreeable, and I'm pretty happy with it. Anyways, like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.